Morning, Lee. How's it going, bud? Good to see you. Your hoodie is en route. It's been what's the word? It's been sent. Anyway, it's coming out to you. Just have a check on the. How's it going, bud? Good to see you. You're the first one on here. There and waiting. I got a cup of tea. I've had a sandwich this morning. Been out walking, and we've got 2 live viewers now. Posted. That's the word. Hey, I knew you would have me. So it's been posted. There's another word I was looking for, so it is on its way, and with a number of other things to other people as well. So I hope you get it soon, mate. It'd be good to see maybe a picture with you in it, but we need to get some more products out. Look, without any further ado, welcome to Saturday Morning Live. We need a new supporter, a new sponsor of the Saturday Morning podcast. So if you're a supplier or manufacturer and you want to get your products to the marketplace and you want to share to this community, give me a shout because I'd be more than happy to talk to you. We're looking for a new supporter of Saturday Morning Live. You can come onto this event and you can talk about your products. But this morning, it's about the consumer and contractor as per usual. It's good to have you on here. And as I've said before, that this Saturday Morning Live podcast is not just about landscaping. It's not just about the consumer. It's not about the landscaper itself or landscaping. It can be about absolute everything. One thing that we've learned on this channel over the last few months is it is definitely about supporting each other. And do we mention that word, mental health? Good morning, Alison. Good morning to you. Just so you know, Alison, the big LFP is Lee, who you're sending the hoodie to. So Gareth Williams. Good morning, Gareth Williams. How's it going, mate? Good to see you on here. Saturday Morning Live with Johnyboy. Look, I'm going to keep it a little bit more low key this morning because I feel that we need to. Andy Curry's joined us now. They're saying good morning to each other. A little bit more low key, not so much with intensity like we normally do it. Mario, good morning. Mario, you blew me away last week when you told me how old you are and you're still in this industry. It's incredible. I'm actually writing this down here, and if I remember correctly, and that's why I've got this pen and pencil this morning, because when I write things down, that's when I start to understand and remember things a lot better. And not just because I'm getting older, certainly because I think it's how I remember things. And that's probably a bit of a topic this morning, is how do you remember things? Do you write things down? Do you keep things upstairs in your bed, in your bed? Yeah, because it's up there. Henry Flint from... can you hear me now? We never did a check this morning, did we? Henry there from Elite Stone Tools. Just having a look now. There we go. Yeah, what I was saying, Henry, is Mario last week just amazed us when he told us, and tell me if I'm correct, you told us last week, Mario, you were 69 years of age. 69 years of age, absolutely incredible. Like 5 likes, okay? 13 people watching. Tie the knot in the hanky, mate. Is that what they say? Is it tie the knot in the hanky? Never heard that before. We can hear you fine, says Andy Curry. Thank goodness for that. Somebody needs to hear me, and I'm coming out there, as long as I'm coming out there loud and clear. No, seriously, it's trying to remember things. Alison, my wife, she writes everything down totally on the ball with absolutely everything. Everything is, you know where everything is, and she organises me and everything. But I don't write things down. But when I was learning a few years ago, and when I was learning about plants, obviously writing the plant names down, the Latin names, I started to remember. So important that we remember what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. But it seems to be as if some people have the tools intact that they can just go out and they don't have to write things down, but I certainly have to write things down. Alison is the man. Alison is the man. Brilliant. Love it. 14 live viewers. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live. This podcast is not just about me, it's about you. So we want to hear off you this morning. If there's anything that you feel that you want to talk about, you just need to let us know. Just so you are aware of this, and I'll be totally honest with you, I do smell this morning. Yes, I do smell. But you can't smell that. And the reason, because that we've been out walking, Alison and I, we've been out walking. We've walked quite a few miles this morning with the dogs, Great day for walking, good for them, for the mindset, okay? So important that it's not just about the physical side of things, but just getting out. And but I tell you now, every time, not last week, but certainly this week again, when Alice and I were out, we're always troubleshooting. We're always talking about things good and bad, and how we approach things on a day-to-day basis, and what we're going to do going forward, and how we're going to deal with people. Yeah, I'm going to read what people say now in just a sec. But how are we going to not attack? How are we going to approach not problems, situations, and how we deal with it? And we get to this. We don't always agree on everything, but I think by the end of it, it's food for thought. We start talking about things, and it's about sort of problem solving when we're out and about, and it's been really good for us. Lee says, any thoughts on those glass blocks, JB? Glass blocks in the garden. It's a real retro look. And I've actually thought about this. I remember watching on Ground Force many years ago. And what they put those, and I don't think they're even cheap, those glass blocks. Used to see them in the old toilets years ago, like, you know, or on those municipal, they were a real sort of retro look, weren't they? And they were sort of about 200 by 200. And what they used to do when they used to fix them, if I remember rightly, they used to put like some wire between each block, because they used to have a straight joint, if I'm correct in saying. If anybody could actually get, I don't know if anybody, can we share a picture on here? I know we can share icons and messages, but I wonder if we can actually share a picture on here, or share a link. I wonder if somebody could share a link to I've been given 100 free of charge. I'll tell you something now, while you're on there, I can have a cup of tea. Mario says, when I go out coaching, all I take is a tape measure and my phone. Oh, I lost it there. My lad tells me off, write things down, he says. Yeah, Mario, you're like me. I've exposed you for what you are. You are like me, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Alison says the same. We got to go quoting tomorrow, and I'll be taking everything with me to go and price a job tomorrow. And we're off to Swindon tomorrow to have a little look at a job there, a project for a gentleman who's a very nice gentleman indeed. So we're going to go and see it. Sorry? Sorry? Oh my God, isn't it so annoying? Consultant. Yeah, we're going out for a consultation tomorrow. So she wants me to get the words right, get my approach right. We're going out to do a consultation in Swindon tomorrow. And as you know, some of you guys know that I do get across the country, and I do see people up and down the country. And it has been known abroad on occasion. And will I go abroad again? It'd be difficult to get a flight at the moment, wouldn't it? That was the thing about it. 14 live viewers and 6 likes. Don't know if we're going to have a call in this morning, but we need, if anybody wants to call in this morning, maybe Mario has the courage to call in this morning. Mario, I know you're watching now. I know you can see this. The number is 07795 664 002. Mario Rizzi, I would love to have you on here this morning. That's a real exotic name. It's got to be Italian, but it'd be good to have you on here this morning and see what you have to say. It'd be good just to listen to your voice. Let's have a little drink of this tea this morning. I'm going to really take my time with this morning, because it's so important, because I get carried away so much. I get so excited when you guys join. Smash that like button, guys, says Ali. There we are. That's what it's all about. So what we were talking about, the glass blocks. Leah has been given 100 of those glass blocks. Just gone off the screen a minute. Let's just actually, because I think that what's going to happen now, when things get a bit difficult across the country because of the economy, etc. I'm not going to go into that so much now, but I think the second-hand market is going to come into its own in some ways, and I don't know what you actually think of that. Second-hand glass blocks. Let's have a little look on Google at the moment. Stay with me this morning. There they are. £13 at Hobby Craft. They've got some there, but they've got some real retro ones there. £365. They come out in look at those, absolutely brilliant, lovely looking blocks. glass blocks. If you haven't seen them, guys, go on there, have a look, because what Lee is, he wants to know how to use them. Let's have a look. Second-hand glass blocks in a garden. Let's have a look. Have you actually done this, Lee? Gone onto Google. So good. And if you go on, type in what you're looking for, and then actually go onto images. I always take the wife and quoting, she is my lucky mascot. Absolutely, Mario. I'm taking my lovely wife this morning. Lee, I'm looking at some of these projects where they've used glass blocks in a garden, and they look absolutely amazing. And they put the lights behind them. They've used them in wood. They've used them in mortar. They've used them for creating curves as well. Just, oh, there's one there. Absolutely fantastic. It's called shpock.com. Have a look at that. Glass blocks. And they've got the wood between them as well. Looks absolutely fantastic on there. Going to get back, and that someone's used them on a seat here. If you want vegetable box, stepping stones, I wonder if we can get some of those second-hand glass blocks now and out there. And I think that, I don't know what you think, Mario, is that there are a lot of people that's going to be out there now at the moment, be looking for those second-hand products. Saturday Morning Live, let's get back on it at the moment. Rob Fry's joined us. Rob, how's it going? Morning, Johnyboy. Alison, thanks for my t-shirt. Fits great. There we are. There we have it. Rob Fry's had his t-shirt. It's good to see, honest. Next week, we're going to do a total giveaway. I'm going to give away absolutely loads next week. Mario, I would never see him otherwise, Mario. We always try and find a nice restaurant for lunch. So she's got it all planned tomorrow. Lee says, yes, I thought water feature combined with a pink granite sets, which I have also been given. Lee, how are you having all these products given to you at the moment? I'd love to see that. Look, guys, if anybody can get a link on the comments now this morning, let's see if we can get a couple of links. Maybe I can get some links on there, and let's go on to images now. Let me just see if I can get that one where I actually seen the glass blocks, say in this position here. Let me see if I can copy that now and see if I can get that on the live stream, and you guys can see what we've got there. Let's have a look now. So let's see if that works. Paste. It's a long one. It's, yeah, look at that. But trust me, it will take you to what I'm looking at as well. You can actually have a look at that. Take a look at that and see what you actually think, where they've used glass blocks in a garden. Look, Mario, have you used those sorts of products in one of your projects, in your gardens, and are they coming back? Be interested to actually see. I just searched the free ads. Just search for free ads, and you got those free blocks. I tell you what, I'm going to have a go on that, and I'm going to have a look. Maybe the second-hand market for the garden is where it should be now. All those retro products that will probably make a comeback simply because nobody wants them. Nobody thinks that they're good. Nobody likes them. Nobody thinks that they have any value. But that's the thing, isn't it? What happens when the economy starts going down like we are having at the moment, and things start changing, is what's going to happen is you're going to have people that's going to start being a little bit more creative in the garden place. We've got 14 people watching. We've got 10 likes, and my little dog wants to get at the door. So 1 sec. There you go. Good girl. Go on then. And if by magic, I'm back again. Yeah, look, listen, I know what you actually think about it, but I want to, Carl Button's joined us. Good morning, Carl. How's it going, son? Good to see you. Bear with me, Carl. We haven't got any supporters or sponsors of the live stream this morning. If you are a manufacturer, supplier, and you want to sponsor this, and even if you want to sponsor and give something to charity, you can. It's no problem at all. We're looking probably for a new sponsor for the Saturday Morning Live, and we want to know what you actually think of it. Please give us some feedback. The one thing I haven't spoke about this morning is, let me have a drink of my tea. I hope that link has worked now this morning. Hey, look, it's got to be said, I don't want to be showboating, but we've hit 10 million views, and those 10 million views are a massive thank. It's only credit to all you guys that are out there, they're watching, that's supporting this live stream. I really, really appreciate it. 10 million views. Soon we'll be doing the live streams from the undisclosed location. We have an Ethernet cable that's going to go to the undisclosed location. It's about 200 miles long. No, it's not. No, we've got an Ethernet cable that's going to go from here to the garage where the undisclosed location is, which you know where it is now, and we're hopefully going to get a better connection. That's the only thing that I've tried it before, and it does drop off. We want to try and maintain a good audio and good visual on these live streams. It's so important. 11 viewers, 11 likes. Stay with it because you'll have a few people more joining this morning. Mario says, a customer of mine put her slabs on free ads, then recommended me to lay them. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. There's nothing like it. Love that. Yeah, but look, how many contractors can actually turn up in a garden and create something from nothing? I want to know what you actually think of that. Lee, I'd love to see those print granite sets. I've just gone back to that, and I'd like to have a look at those. I don't know if any of you guys, I'm going to ask again whether you've gone to that link and whether you can actually see what I've seen this morning with those glass blocks. I'm so tempted to click on it, but it won't allow me to do it for some reason. I don't know if it's come up there, Alison, or not. I don't know. Maybe it hasn't. Too long, I think it says. So let's just delete that. That's gone. There we are. We're back to normal now. Technology, it's a difficult thing, and we're moving on in this industry massively with what's going on. There's so many things that we can use in the garden. I'm going to spend the rest of the afternoon, hopefully, if I have some free time, looking at the IMEX laser level. I've got one here, and it's the 88G, I think it is, and I'm going to get it out. I'm going to start looking at it. I've got the engineer, the rep that's going to take me through it. And have I used laser levels? Yeah, of course I have. Many years ago, we used to use laser levels. You know, there's nothing new, but we're using them more and more in the garden. Don't you find that now contractors want all the tools? And will it become a point where it's all the gear and no idea, isn't it, really, at the end of the day? Because, you know, there are other ways of using levels in a garden. You can use a water level, but they are good. There's no doubts about it. It does make things a little bit more easier and a little bit more helpful. So I'll be getting that laser level out and going through it and trying to follow the instructions. Men don't read. I don't read so much like I should do. We're reading instructions. We sort of, when we're doing that flat pack, we get it out, we start putting it together without even reading the instructions. It's only when we start realizing that we're missing parts, that's when we start actually reading the instructions. Lee says the sets of some cement on them that needs cleaning off, but they are big, approximately 6 inches by 8 inches. Wow, they're big, and they're pink. You say, Lee? Lee, if you can send me an email, mate, I'd love to have a look at those, and I'd be really interested to have a look. And you've got them off free ads as well. Absolutely amazing. How many of you actually use free ads? I thought free ads was something of the past. Yeah, because the free ads wasn't it a yellow magazine, wasn't it? But do we use it on our phone now? I'm not sure what we do. You know, I remember used to, like, always in the van there was always a free ads in there. Or was it the yellow magazine? I can't remember. It was a big thick one we used to actually have. I don't mean yellow pages. I mean the free ads paper. And you used to get it once a week, and there used to be all sorts of things in there, and they had all the categories you just flip through. And I don't know, I think some people used to advertise their businesses out there. Hey guys, I want to hear back from you this morning. Please share what you've been doing this week, what's on your mind, what's going forward with you guys, what's happening, and we want to know what's actually happening with you as well. It's not just about me. And as I said, I hit 10 million views this week, absolutely fantastic. But when I actually look back and started having a look, Top Notch, how's it going, bud? Good to see you on here. Glad you joined us this morning. Are you having breakfast this morning? Who's had breakfast this morning? But look, I was saying only just a couple of days ago that when we look at about what we're doing and we're looking about the industry, and I think definitely what's going to happen, things are going to start changing in a massive way now for a number of reasons. How news and media gets out there will really affect about what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. It affects our mindset of our clients, our customers, our friends, our family, and how much do you actually read into social media. I wonder if we was to do a social experiment, if we were actually turned the news off, turned off all that social media, and just got on with our day, how much would it actually affect you in your thinking about what you're doing? Because definitely, without a doubt, social media does affect what we're doing, and it affects when we listen to the news about the fuel, the war going on, everything. I'll tell you now, Alison and I very rarely watch the news. I think I watched it once one morning this week. I was up really early and I did turn the TV on. I couldn't sleep one night and I got up and I turned the telly on and I did see a bit of the news. But ask yourself this question: if you were to turn the telly off, turn off all your social media where you couldn't actually read the news, but the thing is, you just can't avoid that because people are talking about it. That's what happens, you know. But I always wonder if we never watch the news all about the rail strikes, about the fuel, about the war going on, and about politicians doing things that they shouldn't be doing, you know, watching porn in the House of Commons, and you know, and saying it's a tractor magazine and all that sort of thing. You know, if we never looked at the news, if we never watched any of the news, how would it affect us? Would we still carry on? Would it be normal? Well, of course it would be. Of course it would be, because people would have no idea and they would just accept things and things would just move on. And how good is the news? How true is the news? You know, we had all this thing about false news and, you know, and whether it's true or whether it isn't, like, but why do we have to take all this in? Why can't we just be positive in everything we do? And some people say they're fed up of hearing the word positive, but you know, if we just got up every day and assumed that it's going to be a good day, it probably would be a good day, okay? And what I try to do every day when I get up, when I go to work, what I try and do, I preempt the potential problems, and then they're not problems anymore. You know, I always think about maybe somebody's going to say something to me when I'm reversing out my drive, a cyclist saying I should be reversing out the drive, maybe a customer's not happy, maybe a neighbour, or where I'm parking. I've said all this sort of thing before. They're not happy about what I'm doing. But when you preempt those problems, when you half expect it, it's not a problem, is it? And we just carry on, and you know, our day isn't affected by it. So I think that's what we got to try and do. We got to put ourselves in a good place so we know that when things happen, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because the thing is, people panic about lots of things, and people are panicking now about the cost of living, etc. And we really need to do something about that, you know, and make adjustments in our lives for what we're doing. And that's what we're talking about, the landscaping this morning. People are going to start making adjustments in the garden, what they're using. Lee's talking about using those. Look what Lee has set out, an actually fantastic example of what to do during difficult periods. And he says he's using the granite sets and the glass blocks, and he's being creative, and I bet you it will turn out absolutely fantastic. Lee says, buy free ads. I mean things like FB, Marketplace, Gumtree, Spock, etc. What's Spock? Spock. Sound like Brian Bedonti here. No brekkie, but 10 cups already. If it doesn't affect me directly, I don't worry about it. Never watch news. It's all doom and gloom. Well, there you are. Lee said it himself. It is all doom and gloom. Let's start being positive, and let's start being a little bit more upbeat on this channel. But that's what we got to try and do. We got to talk about the bad things, so we know what we need to do to move forward in a good way. Testing products. As soon as I get in that undisclosed location, I'm going to be sort of testing loads and loads of products. There are companies that I actually work with. Good morning, Lee Andy there from Liverpool. Good to see you, mate. Have you changed your logo? It looks different. Have you changed your logo? That looks totally different. Yeah, when we look at what we're doing out there, what are we talking about? Testing products. When we start getting into this undisclosed location, right, we go in there. I got a tool station coming, and eventually it will be ordered. And when we're in there, we'll be able to get some stuff on top of this tool station, a mobile tool station, and we'll be able to talk about anything that you want to talk about. Mary says, as long as the family are okay, that's all that worries me. Yeah, and do you know, Mario, I'm glad that you actually said that, because we've gone back to that now, but that's so important that you raised that as a fantastic one. Just uploaded a photo to my account. We'll have to have a look at that. It stands out good. It's like a black and yellow. It's your favourite colour, Lee, your favourite colour. Yeah, as long as our family is good, that's the most important thing. If we can get up in the morning and go to work knowing our family is safe, and then we know they're safe when we're in work and when we come back, and everything's all tickety-boo, that's the most important thing. You know, life still goes on for us. Do we need to listen to all... and that's the thing, I'm going back to it now, but I just wonder is, do we have a bigger effect of what's going out there when we start watching all this negative stuff and all the things? I know it's going on. It's not just negative. It's fact. It is going on, but we buy into it too much. 13 live viewers. We've got 12 likes. It's a bit sort of easy flowing this morning. We're going to just surf through this morning. I want to hear from you. This is Saturday Morning Live with Johnyboy from the office of Greentop Landscapes, but soon we will be coming from the undisclosed location. We've got Andy Kellum coming down next week, and Andy's going to help us to try and sort things out. Richard Dowd's joined us this morning. Good morning all, that's what it's all about. Don't forget your thumbs up. There you are, look. He's just joined, and already Richie is telling people all about the thumbs up. 14 likes. Rich, thanks very much. Really, really appreciate it, bud. Richie, Richard Dowd, I'm going to write this down now. I'm going to start, because I said earlier, if I write things down, I remember. Richard Dowd. Rich, we want to know where you're from and what are you doing today, bud. We want to know where you're from. We want to know, listen to what you have to say. Mario gives us a big thumbs up. There we are. You bet the thumbs up on there. 13 live viewers, we got 14 likes. It's a shame that we didn't have a call in this morning. If you want to call in this morning, however, here is the number. The number is 07795 664 002. I'd love to hear of one of you guys this morning. What are you going to be doing this weekend? What are you going to do next week? And how is work? Is the calls still coming in? And even if you're a consumer, you can join me this morning, Saturday Morning Live with Johnyboy, and you can have your say. It always amazes me that people don't take me up on it, because I think they're just a little bit shy. But you won't be listening to your voice, only others will be listening to your voice, so it doesn't really matter. So give us a call this morning, 07795 595, that's my number, 07795 664 002. Be good to hear of you this morning. Rob Fry says, listening in from North Derbyshire while painting the living room. There we are. We're in... Rob, we're in your... Rob, have you got your t-shirt on? That's what I want to know. He's painting the living room. Shh. Don't say no more, Rob, about decorating. Don't say nothing about decorating. Richard Dowd says, Newcastle upon Lyme would like to do some more rendering, but rain given out soon. Yeah, it is. Do you think that we've had a good summer this year? Or if you look at how many days of rain do we have on average in our country, and how it affects us? Okay, and you know, let's get some facts on that now, because it's not just about me, it's about what people are saying, and we can explain to our consumer base how it affects us. How many, let's have a look now, just bear with me, how many days of rain in the UK in a year? Let's have a look. These aren't going to be my words. There we are. How many days of rain in the UK in a year? Let's have a look now. And this is our business. There we are. So we got 365 days in a year, right? 365 days in a year. It says on here, annual precipitation averages for the entire UK as 133 days of rain or snow, totaling 885 millimeters. That's 33.7 inches. 33.7 inches of rain we have on average in a year. 133 days. That's 1/3, okay? In fact, that's over 1/3 of, let's just go back to the live stream this morning, Saturday Morning Live. 1/3 of the year that we have in rain. It's an absolutely fascinating fact on Google, all right, how true that is, but they're saying 1/3 okay, we have in rain in our country. So if you are a landscaper, if you are a consumer watching this live stream this morning, you can start to realize how difficult it can be for landscapers and contractors that are working outdoors. And I just wonder, do we allow for that in our revenue? Okay, do we allow for the days lost in our revenue? Because when a consumer, should they pay for that loss? I'm not quite sure, or whether they should or whether they shouldn't. But the fact is, we have to hit an acceptable level standard of living. And if we were to lose it's like you're losing 1/3 of your wages, isn't it? Okay, so if you're on £15,000 a year, you're going to lose £5,000 a year, a third. It's a huge amount. It's a huge amount. It's a big thing to take in consideration. So if you are a landscaper or a contractor, okay, this morning, doesn't matter what you're doing, you have to consider what you could lose in revenue in a year by working outdoors, okay? You're going to lose possibly a third of your revenue through inclement weather conditions. And remember this, is that you're not able to work as fast as you could do in nice cooler conditions, okay? I don't mean freezing, things a little bit more acceptable ambient temperature in comparison to what we've been having it with the hot weather, because without a doubt that has a detrimental effect on our work. There's only so much we can do. It dries things out so fast, dries things out quite rapid. It's not always a good thing. So take that into consideration. And the question I was asking, do you consider that when factoring in your quote? Do you consider that when you're factoring your quote, when we're looking about the amounts of rain that we're having? No, saving it for the best, says Rob Fry. He's referring to his shirt. Richard Dowd, so good to have you on here, mate. Andy Curry says, sitting here in Berkshire, but wishing I was living closer to where you are based, to be honest. Why, and why? We're heading over your way tomorrow. We'll pop in and see you, mate. No, listen, listen, bud, it's good to have you on here, and thank you for being part and participating in this live stream this morning. Mario says last year 10 days lost in the rain. He lost 10 days, so he was able to carry on 10 days. That's not bad, is it, when you actually think of it? 10 days. You see a lot of guys using awnings in gardens now, and how much does that actually protect you? But 133 days, Mario, is a huge amount of revenue that could get lost potentially if you can't work in the rain. Richard Dowd says, I'm only a DIYer. Must be a nightmare when it's your living. Rich, I don't care whether you're a DIYer, consumer or a contractor, this channel is for everyone, okay? Doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or where you're going. We want to hear from you. I want some feedback. 17 live viewers, some great comments this morning. Good to hear from all of you. Martin Lansdowne Plumbing. JB, what is the best wet cutting blade for 20mm porcelain? Martin, I gotta say, value for money, without a shadow of a doubt, value for money is Elite Stone Tools in Speak to Henry, without a doubt. I've been using Ruby's SPT blade this week, and it is going through it like butter. How long it will last, I'm not sure. I'm told they've had over 300 linear meters, 350, between 300 and 350 linear meters of cutting with the Ruby SPT, but it does come at a cost. I wonder how much is an STP blade, how much would that actually cost? So Ruby, let's just find out, SPT blade, let's have a look. I just typed as fast as I can, let's get on there now. There we are. The Ruby SPT Premium is £263.99 from Pro Tyler Tools. Buy branded tools, Ruby SPT 350, that's the bigger one again. That's £371. Ruby SPT blade with somebody else. So it's all different prices. CDT tiles, £227 for a 250mm blade. And then when we look at Elite Stone Tools, I mean, the price, let me just see if I can get those on there now. Bear with me a second. When we get asked about the Elite, and you do get a discount, at least Elite Stone Tools, have a look now. We look at their blades now. let's go to, that's the Facebook. Let me just go to the website on there, because I want to get it on there so you can actually have a look. You get a discount if you mention me on there. They got some fine blades on there. There's the telephone number, 07712561822. Go to their website, which is elitestonetool.co.uk. Excuse me. Just trying to get their blades up on there now. Let's have a look. Shop. There we are. Websites. There we are. It's all on there. If we go down, £42 narrow turbo diamond blade with M14 flange, £42. Okay. Now, it has to be said, you've got the other one there, the super thin mesh, £44. You do get, if you mention me, you will get a discount. Great little website. Go on there, have a look. They've got some vacuum brazed drip profilers. That's a good one, that is. I haven't had that one, Henry, if you're watching this morning. Vacuum brazed drip profiles, M14. So it's like a little fluting wheel, but you can put it on. That looks really good. I like the look of that. Go to elitestonetools.co.uk. Isn't it funny? I'm on here. You can all actually have a look at their site. They got some fantastic products on there. Go and have a look. All sorts on there. And that's the thing. It's £40 for a blade in comparison to £260. You know, what I got to try and do is I've got to try and be fair on these live streams and bring it to you as it is. You know, I got to maintain some integrity. And do I use Ruby blades? Yes, I do. Do I use Elite Stone tool blades from Henry? Yes, I do. And it depends what you want and how you value it. And how long will a blade last? Well, the blade will only last depending on the person that's actually using it and how heavy-handed they are with it. I don't know. It's a funny one. JB, what is the best? That was the questions from Martin Lansdowne Plumbing. JB, what is the best wet cutting blade for 20mm porcelain? Well, if you want to pay the SPT blade, it's been getting through it this week, but it comes at a hefty cost. But it is a good blade. But if you go to Henry, it's £40 odd, and they do last as well. I'd give it a go. Big thumbs up there from JP Sullivan, Lee Martin in Dartford, but very grey and expecting Ray. It's the big FLB. Just changed my info on YouTube, our Lee, so you can see me, JB. Lee, I wanted to see you, mate. I wanted to see who you are. It's always good to put a face. When we look at all these logos on here, it'd be good to actually, for the Saturday morning, just to see a face behind the comments. It'd be good to see Mario. Let's see your face. I want to see your face, which I know who you are anyway. So when you are quoting months ahead, how can you allow for wet days? No, you can't. How can you allow for wet days? Well, can you though, Mario? That's the thing. Can we look at when we're pricing? Can we factor in, at the beginning of the year, we go down and we look at all our pricing strategies, how we go about it, and we must know how much we need to live on. Yeah, so I think you can, but I want to hear a little bit more of you, Mario, when it comes to that, on that topic of conversation. There's our Lee there. Let me have a look, see if I can actually click on Lee. No, I can't do it. I wanted to see Lee on there. Lee, it's good to see you on there. Guys, look, there's never a time when I always want to give back on the group. I do want to give back on the group. So the other week I said, I don't know where it is at the moment, and the good thing about Ruby, okay, the good thing about Ruby is that they always want to give back. This week already I've given back Ruby SPT, best one for me. There you are, Mario says it, the Ruby SPT. Mario, how far would you say that it's actually gone there for you? Look, guys, it's interesting. Mario actually said that, so I'm really fascinated. But he said that he likes the SPT blade and it actually works well. But don't forget, our Henry has got some really good blades as well. It's all about the balance of the diamond when they put it in the manufacturing process. I've always talked about Ruby because they are a good company. They're a really forward-thinking company, unlike a lot of companies that are out there. There are manufacturers out there, And to be fair to Ruby, they are always constantly giving back in some way, whether it's through charity, competitions. They've given away thousands and thousands of pounds worth of products on this platform on YouTube, or my landscaping survival channel that we have on Facebook. If you're a landscaper, you want to join that, you can get on there, Landscaping Survival with Johnyboy. It is on Facebook. Go on there and have a look. 20 likes now this morning, 22 people actually watching. But what I want to try and do, good morning, we got Styled, morning John, Styled, now stocking Ruby. I'll check pricing for you. There we are, now stocking Ruby products. Look guys, this morning it's good to see Styled on there. They are a porcelain paving supplier. They want your money just like we want our customers' money. But what they do it in a good way, in a different way, because they value you. They don't just take your money and it's all gone. It's gone back to old school, I suppose. It's good customer service. Look, what I'm going to do is, at the end of this live stream this morning, okay, I'm going to get Alison to actually have a look. I don't know if Alison's still watching this morning. It'd be good to actually get one of these out to one of you guys. This is the Ruby suction cup, okay? They are absolutely fantastic. I've given 2 away this week. This is the 3rd one. This is at my own expense. I haven't told Alison about this morning, but Ruby are going to replace them. If they're watching now this morning, they're going to replace them. But I want to give away one of these suction cups, and I think at the end of the live stream, we would have found out who is actually is participated in this live stream to warrant me giving one of these away. But I'd like to give one of these away. So if you would like one of these, basically what I'd like is maybe that you start sharing the YouTube channel for me. We've hit 10 million likes. I want something back from you this morning. It's about giving. So I don't give to receive, but on this occasion, I do, okay? So we got Styled joined us this morning. They are stocking Ruby products, they tell us on there. Andy Curry says, I had one important question to ask today, which was simply, what is the preferred way to be able to ask you for free advice? Andy, I'm always available, mate. It's free for you, mate. No problem at all. If you want to write my number down, you can get it. It's Greentop Landscapes. It's on the internet. You can give me a call. My number is 07795 595 994. Give me a call after this live stream. More than happy to talk to you, Andy. And he also says, I know that you are obviously busy, etc., but having watched so many videos, I still end up with questions. And I'm available. Just give us a ring after this live stream. More than happy to talk to you about it. We have a driveway cleaning as part of our company. Cleaning driveway in the rain, no problem. Do you know, Mario, that is Carl Berry talked to me the other week. Carl Berry's been laying driveways for many, many years. He's up there in Rugby, is our Carl, and cracking guy. And he's actually started to do a lot more cleaning of driveways than he's ever done before, because it's a simple job, isn't it? And as we get older, do we want things a little bit simple? But yeah, that's a good point. Cleaning as part of our company, and what Mario was actually saying there is that he's adapting his business to match in. But Mario, I'll be honest with you, mate. You know, I always go in on the rain, even if I just turn up so my customers see me that I'm there. But I always turn up to a project. I never not turn up. And I think it's so important. And then if you can't do nothing, then you can come away from there. But if it is persistence, there are some things that we just can't do in the rain. And I was referring this morning, if you've joined the live stream this morning, you know, please start recognizing how difficult it is in the business that we're actually in. We actually have 133 wet days of weather a year in the UK. 133 days, that's a huge amount of rain that we actually have. Gareth Brown, morning everyone. Just want to say to Johnyboy that from your videos and recommendations, I've purchased myself a Ruby table saw. Get to use it next week. Something to look forward to. Cheers. Gareth, please, mate, I want to know all about your saw, where you bought it from, what you're going to be using it on. It'd be good to have an email of you and a picture with you with your saw. And maybe you could be a winner this morning, Gareth, because I've got an idea. We're giving away one of these Ruby suction cups this morning. If you haven't got one of those, Please don't. If you've got one, let's let somebody else have one. But it'd be good to give one of these away this morning. Gareth Brown, send us an email, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. Hold on, I like this. Hang on a sec. Hold on, and get to it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. It's amazing the people that haven't subscribed in the first place. Don't know how many people we're actually having this morning. I haven't got my glasses on. We're 27 live viewers. We're going to be giving away one of these Ruby Section Cups at the end of the live stream. Drop us an email to win. That's what we've decided, Alice and I. Drop us an email with your best picture of your paving. And this morning, so stay with it because we want to do this now. If you want the Ruby Section Cup, right, we're going to make sure that you, in the meantime, drop us an email with a good picture of what you're doing. It doesn't matter whether it is with your paving. You could be sat on the beach at Hastings for all I care. I don't care. Drop us an email if you want to win this Ruby Section Club. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. We're 46 minutes into this live stream. We're going to stay with this morning. I want to see those emails coming in. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. I want to see a picture, not a rude one, but a picture of you wherever you are. Gareth Brown, I'm going to read that again. Morning, everyone. Just want to say to Johnyboy that from your videos and recommendations, I've purchased myself a Ruby table saw. Get to use it next week. Something to look forward to. Cheers. Joe Gareth, there's nothing better when you have those new tools. I'm having a message written down now coming in Morse code. No one can even see you. So let's read what these names. Maple Ann, hello, good morning. I got a new sandstone patio, but the landscaper left a couple of footprints on the slabs. How can I clean it? Thanks. Maple Ann, cracking name, love the name, and I'm glad that you've come on here because it's good to have you on here. What I would try and use, right, initially, I always say to people, always proceed very, very carefully and gingerly. What I would use some concentrated fairy liquid initially. Put some fairy liquid on there, just get it on there, scrub it in, let it soak into the sandstone. In fairy liquid, there is sodium hypochlorite, which is chlorine, okay? And hopefully that will start pulling it out. The next best thing is obviously to use some bleach, again, so it's a little bit more concentrated. You can get patio cleaners, but failing that, what I would try and use, and just be careful, acetone, what you use to get your not me anyway, to get your nail varnish off, right? I don't wear nail varnish. Well, not recently anyway. You can use some acetone and that sometimes pulls it out and you can get it on there. It'd just be interesting to know what the footprints are, what was on the bottom of his feet. If anybody else got any comments on that you feel that from this channel we can help Maple Ann to sort that out, is just say now. She's got a couple of footprints, but we need probably to see the picture on there. Send us a picture. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. 21 viewers this morning, 22 likes. Absolutely fantastic. Remember, we want to give one of these section cups away. Now's the time to start dropping an email, a picture of what you're doing today. I want to see what you're doing. It's as simple as that. I'm interested in you guys. And that's what it's all about. And that's what Ruby do. Ruby do this really, really well as a company. They want to hear off their end users in order to give back good service that they need to have. Rob Fry's got fingernails. No, I don't, Rob. I don't. I'll tell you a story, Rob. I'll tell you a story, just going off tangents. I remember many years ago, I had a HGV Class 1 many years ago. I used to do a bit of driving when I was a young lad. And I'd done a trip to Italy, been away, and it's always hard to get a shower, isn't it, when you're away? And you used to have to go to the swimming pools in Italy, in Germany, and used to find the truck stops, and it was great. But I remember being in Huddersfield on one occasion, down at the local leisure centre, went in there for a shower, and I always remember Georgia. I let her paint my toenails before one night, and I forgot to take it off. And I'm in this shower, and this guy's looking at me, and then he's looking down at my knees, looking at my toes, thinking, why have I got nail varnish on? Like, you know, so bit of a funny story there. Well, I hope it was funny for you. Marion Ritchie says cement cleaner should do the trick. Yeah, cement cleaner does do the trick, but you've got Maple Ann, just be careful about whatever you're using. Cement cleaner, some of them are acid based, so you just got to be careful. Whatever you're using, just localize it and just try a little bit. Don't go over the top. very, very carefully going forward. Rob Fry laughing there, up there in Yorkshire. Lee Martin says, I've also got 300 by 100, 100 by 20 millimeter, black Brazilian slate, set borders, border the patio. Lee, where did you get them from, mate? Just want to know. What a character. Absolutely brilliant. Great contribution to this live stream. Listen, guys, come on. Let's see some emails coming in. We haven't seen many coming in yet. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. We're going to give one of these away. Best picture actually wins. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't have to be about landscaping. It could be with your Auntie Malvis, Alvis. I don't know what I'm saying here. Auntie Mavis, if you want. What is your email address, says Mario Rizzi. Mario, my email is... Let's get it on here. You can all see it now. Ruby, says JP Sullivan. Rob Fry's laughing now. It's info. There you are. Info. See, I haven't got my glasses. At... Where's that? I can't see. At greentoplandscapes.co.uk. Get rid of that. There we are. There's the email. If you want to drop me an email, if you want to win this Ruby Section Cup today, we're giving it away at my expense. There it is. There's the email address, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. Andy Curry. This is for Andy Curry. If you want to give me a ring, 077. So my number is 07795 595 994. Andy Curry, after this live stream, give me a ring. If you want to, anyone wants to call in this morning, because it is an easier way to do it. There we are. 07795 6642. If you want to call in this morning, okay, just make sure you've got those number. Andy, no problem at all. As soon as this live stream is over, I'll more than happy take a call to you, Andy, and we can go through a few things if you want to. That's no problem at all. Also, if you want to call in the live stream, any of you at the moment, if you dare call in, how many of you actually got the guts or the courage to actually call in this morning? Come on, be brave. Have your voice on Saturday Morning Live with Johnyboy. The number is 07795 664 002. Andy Greenwich says, still have some knee pads to try out and do a review for them. Lee, yeah, you do, mate. Honest, that'd be good to actually get that out. Do a review. I tell you what, mate, I've got some in there, and maybe we'll give some of those away next week. Next week is going to be a big giveaway on the live stream. I've got loads of stuff I actually want to give away next week, or maybe I should just drip feed it as we go on. But we're giving the Ruby Section Cup away this week. It's not about drawing you in, okay? It's about giving something back to the community that are prepared to spend some time. 20 live viewers, 23 likes. Good to have you on here. If you've got anything to say about being a consumer or a contractor, it makes no difference. If I'm talking a little bit fast, I will slow down for you. I get excited and passionate because it's the people that actually join. It's your fault. It's not mine. So, what have you all got planned the weekend? Saturday Morning Live is always going to be regular forever. As long as I'm around, I'm a guarantee. Guarantees, that's what I talk to people about on a regular basis. When people talk to me about guarantees, they say, John, do we have a written guarantee? And I said to you, as I say to all of them, the guarantees are only good as the paper they're written on. It's as simple as that. My guarantee is, as long as I'm alive, I'm your guarantee. As long as I'm alive, I'm your guarantee. Hey guys, look, it's not over yet. Look, just keep those emails coming. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. There you are. It's on there. Let's have it. Let's see it. I want to see your best picture of you, what you're doing, or whatever you're doing. It doesn't matter what it is, but start sending those emails in. I'm going to have a little quick check just to see if there's any more emails that actually start coming in this morning. But there we are. We've got a couple coming in. Yeah, they are coming in. So if you want to win this Section Cup this morning, just start dropping us an email, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. We want to see. There we are. There's one I'm looking at now. Let's have a quick look. Nice one. Doesn't matter who it is. I actually like that. It's good to see. It's good to see people's projects as well. So important. Let's just go back out there. But we want to give this suction cup away, so I'm going to stay with it this morning. And just for a while now, just reading what people actually say on here. If you've got anything to say, Star says, little teaser about the event in September. Matt, there you go. So if you're a contractor and you like landscaping and you want to know a little bit more about products, you want to see some other products, and you want to see the science behind products and listen to some talks, there is an event in September. It's down in Banbury near Oxford, and can't say too much more about it, but there's a big event going on. Dates will be coming soon. We will be talking about it. Dare I say any more about that? It's a big day. There'll be a lot of landscapers and contractors. If you're considering the thing that I don't understand is there are huge amounts of people. I always get interrupted this morning. There are lots of people coming into this industry at the moment. So this is targeted not just also at the landscaping community now, but also at the emerging marketplace of contractors. And this is where I want to bring it to. If you are a contractor, you want to meet other contractors and you want to learn about business and social media and landscaping, and put yourself in a community where you can learn and you can improve, there is an event going on in Banbury, roughly around about September. The dates haven't come through yet, but I should imagine there'll be quite a few landscapers there. There'll be industry leaders there as well, talking about their products. So you can come along, even if it's just for the day. You can stay a little bit longer. You can actually even stay overnight and book in something down there in the area. But just think September, try and pencil something in early September. We haven't been given the full dates yet, but it is there and it will happen. There's no ifs or buts about it. It is going to happen. Look, Saturday morning live with Johnyboy, we still got people joining the live stream. It's amazing the people, when we look at the analytics after, there's probably like 300 or 400 people. We got emails coming in now this morning, and as long as I'm still going with this live stream, this competition is for this Ruby suction cup this morning. I don't normally give lots of things away, but it's not in this way as what we're doing it this morning. This Ruby suction cup, the email's on there. I've put it on there under Greentop Landscapes, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. Get on there. I want to see what you're doing and what you're about. It's so important to see your work, and it doesn't matter. You don't have to be. You can even be a consumer if you want a suction cup. I'm not quite sure what you're going to use it for, but you can get on there. It's for everyone. Okay. You may be a DIYer that think that I can use one of those time and time again. So here we go. Rupert Bowen says, morning, Johnyboy. It would be nice that some of the tiles that you're laying, you can mention. Where can you get them from? The supplier at the start of each job video would be helpful. Well, I'll be totally honest with you, Rupert. I do use a local supplier, but I've just placed my first order through my customer in Cardiff, and I've ordered them because they liked the style. I gave them the choice of paving. I showed them full samples, and it's called the Belmont. If Styles are watching now, maybe you can share a link of, I think it was the Belmont 760 by 760. But Rupert, that is an actual, I have done it, mate, honest. I've done it on many times. I've always mentioned companies when I've used products, but I'm starting to use Style now because their service, okay? I want a different product. Not there's nothing wrong with the local supplier that I'm actually using, but I always like to give my clients the choice. I can advise them as a designer, I can advise them as a landscaper what I feel is good and what is value for money and what will look good in their garden, because that's our role, what we have to play as being a professional. But then it's down to them, it's their choice, okay? You wouldn't choose your client's evening dress, would you? Maybe you would, maybe you wouldn't. Some people do, but I wouldn't be able to do it. But certainly when it comes to using paving, I can advise them on design and style, and without doubt, styled.com or .co.uk, I keep getting that wrong, they are out there. Maybe they get on there, the Belmont, and have a look out there. Alison says, the event of the year is coming in September. Keep you posted. Save the September date, coming soon. Don't forget to hit the like the thumbs up. There we are. She's on it. Fair play to her. She's like my little cheerleader. 22 live viewers, 23 big thumbs up, and you're still joining this live stream. That's why I'm going to say stay with it just for a moment. If you're joining us this morning, the email is up there. Have a look at the comments. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. We're giving away one of these ruby section cups. They're so good. I've done a test on them before. 48 hours. It was holding a 3x2, a 2x2 flagstone up underneath my awning while I had a beer and read a good book. So they do work. And remember, make sure if you have any problems that you contact Ruby and they will change it. They're very good at that sort of thing, but you've got to fill the paperwork out. It's so important because they want people to be accountable for what's gone on. Daniel Hurley's joined us this morning. Morning, John and Alison. Hope you're both well. I love it when they say Alison as well because she's part of me. She's part of this thing that we got going on, this relationship. No, I mean as this social media platform that we actually created. Now, good to have Alison on here. She's a valid member of the team. Hope you're both well. Looking dapper as always, John. Really liking the ruby cutter. The straight edge guide can see a huge use for that. Yeah, absolutely. Daniel Hurley, please drop me an email now this morning if you've got your ruby cutter. Send it to info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. I want to see that because you just might be a winner. I'm going to stay with it this morning. And if you're watching the live stream after I close this down, remember, drop us an email. I want to give this ruby section cup away. And I sent a couple to Ireland this week to the guys out there because they were so good. They really looked after me. Need to see Alison put a face to the name. Did you hear that, Al? Mario needs to see a face to the name. You won't be seeing this morning, mate. She wouldn't appear. She just would not appear this morning. So she's on there. You know she's out there. She's out there on social media. Richard Dowd says back father-in-law arrived but left you running to keep up the numbers. Cheers, Rich. I knew that there's guys out there to keep the numbers up there. Really, really appreciate it. What did he want? What did your father-in-law want, Rich? We want to know now, Richard. The father-in-law arrived but left you running to keep the numbers. Did he hear me in the background? That's what I want to know. Richard Dowd, what did your father-in-law want? And what I want to know, why was he calling around on a Saturday morning, or whether he was bringing the kids out back? I don't know. Mario Ritchie says, get Lippy on. Get Lippy on. Alison, Mario says you've got to get your Lippy on. Look, guys. Stay with it this morning. Want to hear about what you were talking about. It's not just about me. It's about this community. It's about social media. It's about being sociable. Okay, it's as simple as that. Looking dapper this morning. I haven't had a shower yet. Been out walking, and I just come in here straight away and do this live stream. Lee Martin said, "Email sent, JB." He's on it as are Lee. This is going to be a difficult one. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. I don't know if the guys from Stars are joining us at the moment. I wonder if we could get that product on there, or whether, I don't know if I can actually share it or not. I don't know. Nah, earphones on. He just comes in, sees my daughter, and he's gone. Mario Ritzy. So funny. Maybe one day. Let me just see if I can get styled paving up on here and just see if I can get the image. I don't think you get the image. We might be able to get the... Let's have a look at their paving. Bear with me just for a second. I've done this a few times just recently. Outdoor tiles, greys, browns, 760s. This is what we like. 760 by 760. Send a picture of my garden project. Have a look. I certainly will, mate. I certainly will. Let's have a look at the Belmont. There's the Belmont. You can actually have there is 5% if you mention me when phoning up Style. There is 5%. I'm going to share the link there. Let me just see if I can, do you know, it wouldn't go on before, but I'm going to see if I can get it on this morning, Saturday morning live. Let me just see if I can get that on there now. Share the link, paste it on there. It might be too big again. Let's see if it's gone. Oh, it's gone. There we are. That's, I don't know if you can actually see that. Yeah, it is. It is a link. There it is. you can actually see the Belmont from Style. If you phone them up, if you're looking for paving, any of you looking for paving, Style have a discount. You can get 5% if you mention JB. I think it's JB05 or something. I can't remember exactly. I don't know if they're watching this morning. They should be watching. Lee Martin said he sent one through. Have a look at that paving. If I click on, I don't want to click on that because I don't want to lose the screen this morning. Listen, there we are. There's the Ruby's suction cup. They do work. They do work. Get on there. Drop us an email. info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. I think what we're going to do, we'll leave this a couple of days before we pick a winner of this Ruby Suction Cup, just to be fair to some of the people that are joining. And I know that some of you that actually watch the live stream may feel that it's a little bit unfair, but come on, you can work with me on that. It's so important that we actually give back to actually everyone. And we're going to be doing a fair bit of giveaways next week on... There's a day on there. Next week I'm going to give loads of stuff away next week. I am. And this live feed isn't about that, but I'm absolutely blown away by the 10 million views that we've had on there. Richard Dow says, John, what do you think of using grano to make the base of a driveway for blocks, just as it compacts well? Yeah, because to be honest, Rupert Brown says, thanks Johnyboy for the information. You're a star. No, Rupert, you're a star for actually joining and taking part. That's what it's all about. It's about taking part, mate. Richard Dowd, yeah, grano dust is the grano chippings is fine. It's about how it interlocks the angles of your stone. It's exactly like the difference between. It's the difference between almost like. When we look at what works, we look at the engineering behind things. When we, I thought somebody's gone there. When we look at like pebbles, when we want water to go through it, how it permeates. We look at gravel. We look at. She hasn't stopped this morning. She's like the stage producer. We look at, I'm going to get, sorry Rich, when we look at like gravel, and we look at gravel that's good to let water through, it's like river eroded, so it's a little bit more rounder, okay? Rounded. I'll try and get some graphics up again, like, but river eroded pebbles allows the water to go through. When we look at angular styled stone, it interlocks, it beds in together, it's sort of like almost. When we look at clay is made up of pads, so it's all on top of each other, so it's like platelets, so the water doesn't go through there. We've got to look at what we're using to understand why we're using the products that we're using. You know, when we look at sand, there are massive sand shortages across the world. Sand shortages. People don't realize, they think I'm joking when I talk about this. Just go on YouTube and have a look, or you can go on Netflix. There's a documentary called Sand Wars. It is absolutely mind-blowing. I'm going to write that down now so I know that I told you and I mentioned it. It's Sand Wars. Have a look. And I think that the grano does work. There's a lot of science behind the engineering when we look at how those angular bits of stone locks into each other and they just don't move, okay? But still allows a little bit of water to run through if it was required. But if we look at sand, you've got to use the right sand. When we look at the Emirates and the Sahara and everything, it's just not the right sand because it's all very round and it doesn't interlock. And that's when they're taking probably too much sand out of the bed of the ocean where that sand's gone in, and it's very angular product, and it's such a shame. But science being what it is, they are producing new products on a regular basis to actually replace this. But in the meantime, the shorelines are getting eroded massively. So we have to take that into consideration. Go onto Netflix, have a look, or go onto YouTube and just type in Sand Wars. You can have a look at that. Good morning, Johnyboy. Hello from the States. Rodney Mon, where have you been, bud? Where have you been? It's always been so good to have you on it, and I've missed you lately across the States there. Good to have you on here, Rodney. Good morning. Rodney, I'd love to send something out to you, and I should have sent some stuff out to some people before, but I'd love to send something out to you because you've been on here for such a long time. Rodney, what is your size? We're going to send you a hoodie if you're interested. It'd be good to get you a hoodie out. And I'm sorry to say to all of you, but we got to get Rodney a t-shirt out for a long time. He's been watching our live streams, and I'm just, Rodney, we've hit 10 million views. I can't do this all the time, but I'd love to get sent out to you. Just drop me an I'm going to get my email on there for you to see now. Info. It's like a massive giveaway today. Greentop Landscapes. I got it right. .co.uk. I'm such a numpty when it comes to. I put a 2 in instead of at. Let's get rid of that. At. There we are. Info. Rodney, it'd be good to. It's been a while. It certainly has, brother. Good to have you. Richard Dow says, yeah, they basically need to have flat edges to butt up against to each other. We'll watch the documentary. Cheers. Yeah, Rich, listen, mate, I really appreciate your contribution this morning, mate. I really do. And it is noted. Richard Dowd, it is noted about what you're doing. Rich, drop us an email, and I'm going to see if I can get sent out to you as well. This is what it's all about this morning. We've hit 10 million views, and I'm just giving away this morning. Just giving away. Richard Dow, you've contributed so much to this live stream this morning and in the past. If you want to drop me your t-shirt size, we're going to get sent out to you. It may be off a sponsor, or it may be off me, whatever, but we're going to get sent out to you this morning. We've hit 10 million views, and this channel wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So a really massive thanks on there. Rodney, send us your size, mate. We want to get a hoodie out to you because we know that you'll wear it. It's good to see viewers across the world, certainly across the States. And let's face it, they are our brothers and cousins across the pond, and we have a great relationship with those guys over there. So I really appreciate you joining this morning. There's the email. You can see it right now on screen, on your comments, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. We're going to be giving this away, but we're going to give it a couple of days. I'm going to get Alison to pick the winner of that, but we are giving a couple of hoodies and t-shirts away this morning. I'm going to get a hoodie out now so you can actually have a look. Lee had one the other week, and maybe if you're looking for a Greentop Landscape one, there's the Greentop Landscapes one. If you want one of these, okay, we can't get them all out, but we'll pick a few. Also, we've got somebody come in the office then. I thought she said. Somebody come in the office then. Wowzers, you give masses of free help. Yeah, teamwork makes the world. Yeah, absolutely. Richard Dow. There we are. We're going to give one of these away as well through this live stream this morning. We can't pick everybody. There are Landscape Survival with Johnyboy. You can see it on there. I want to give something away. 10 million views. I'm just blown away. So there we are. Some stuff we're going to be giving away. Can't give it to everyone, but we're going to give it a few days. Okay, couple of 2 or 3 days, and then we're going to be picking some winners. But just drop your information through info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk, and even if we can get something from the suppliers to give to you and send direct, maybe we'll get this direct straight from Ruby. Good to see you all this morning. We actually got an email coming in there from somebody that's watching out there in Dubai. Out in Dubai, Allah's just watching out there in Dubai. Rodney says, being pretty busy here, but just having a cup of coffee and found your live. Rodney, what is the time there where you are? What is the time where you are? Wowzers, giving masses away, says Richard. Hey guys, it's 73 minutes. We've never ever done one this long before, but we had to have it a memorable an occasion because of the 10 million views. Absolutely blown away. Don't forget, mind, to share and like. It's so important, right? And hit the notification button on a regular basis. Do it regularly so you actually see everything coming up. Gareth Brown says, well done. You all on the 10 million views. Many more to come. Yeah, you're right. Cheers, Gareth. I really appreciate that. Rodney Martin says, it is 5:45 and it's good to see you up there. What sort of coffee you drinking there? Lee Martin said, JB, you are a class act. Lee, she's going to give me some stick after because she's going to be busy sending some of this stuff out here. Look, we're going to give away a few items. If you are not a recipient of the Saturday morning live giveaway, don't worry about it because there's going to be some more days in the future. The message is out for review. Rob Fry, have a fantastic weekend. Wonderful show. There we are on there. 10 million. Thank you, Rob. Really, really appreciate it. Guys, I'm afraid that's about it. I'd love to stay with you. I've really enjoyed this morning. You are, without doubt, Great for my mental health, and it's good to have you on here. Probably people think I'm a bit crazy, but I'm not. I'm not. Somebody said this morning I look a bit dapper, but I would agree. I would agree. That's it. Live stream is over. I've got going to be taking a call this morning from, let's have a look, from our Andy Curry. You got my number. After this live stream goes down, and give us a ring. I'm going to be available for you. Thank you all for joining. If you've got any questions, and you, Lee, have a great weekend, mate. Good to see you, buddy. If you've got any questions, if you've got any advice, just drop us an email, info@greentoplandscapes.co.uk. Or what you can actually do, you can give us a call on 07795 595 904. Rodney in the States, I would love to do a live stream with you sometime, Rodney. You have my number on here, Rod. Just drop us a message. It'd be good, and I'll do it today, mate. It'd be good to sort of do a WhatsApp call with you on there. Many thanks, JB and Alison, no problem. Great live feed, says Lee. It was, because it's great because you guys on there. Love you all. Well done. Cheers. Yeah, well done to everyone. There was something I was going to say before I go, and it's just, if you've got the time, just go on Google and you can write a little review about me if you want, because I'd appreciate it. It's great to have those reviews. Good to see what people actually say. It's good for your soul, and it's good for your mental health when people say good things about you. Get on there. It's on Google. Go to Greentop Landscapes, and you can write a review on there about Greentop Landscapes. Look, thanks for joining. Take care, everyone. I'll send you an email. Johnyboy says, Rodney. Have a great weekend. Thanks for joining. See you soon. Cheers, guys. Thank you, Alison.